Hey everybody, and welcome to an introduction video because I've been playing a lot of Palworld lately, and I got this game on a whim. Everyone's been talking about it for years now. Well, a couple years, like two. Some of my friends are playing it, and since I got my Nintendo Switch, I do have some experience in Pokemon games now. Well, little history about me in survival games. I played Ark for years. I think I played Ark for 4 years straight, and it eventually got to the point where it felt more like a job than a video game. So after Ark, I went to Conan Exiles and played that mostly by myself and managed to get the platinum. After that, I went and completed the Forest. And after that, I kind of fell off of survival games, aside from dabbling in Ark every so often. So, when getting this game, I knew that I might like it, but I did not know that I would like it this much. So, I've been playing this game for about, I'd say, I don't know, 45 hours. And in those 45 hours, I have unlocked all of this. I've even been to one of the secret, like, dome areas. There it is right here. And proceeded to get my ass whooped. I am currently playing in the randomizer mode with the difficulty set to hard. So, complete random shit goes on in my world, and it's absolutely amazing. And I have gathered a ton of pals. I have a decently sized base with a hot spring, plenty of beds, the statue of power, some food, a water wheel, a logging camp, a stone masonry camp. I have tons of chests. I have some defenses. Some of these pals aren't sleeping in their beds that I crafted for them, so I am a bit distressed about that. And I've went out and collected a ton of pals that I feel a connection with. And I even have a few like rare items like I have some sapphires, I have some books from some dungeons that I've done, and I have 15k gold coins, which is absolutely insane. And I have some decently sized gear. Decently sized? Decent gear. We're about to make a 3-shot bow, though, because honestly, it's about time to replace the bow that I'm currently using. So, yeah. The camera doesn't want to go that way. But I streamed this game on Twitch for about 3 hours the other night. And honestly, I had a good time. I had a good time. I really did. So now we have the 3-shot bow, which can replace this bow. And I can drop this bow. And look at that. Finally upgraded my bow after all this time. And looks like my little Kelpsie is watering the berries. So this is very good. I got that big guy over there. I really do not like this guy. As a design, I love him, but he's so big and bulky. I need to find a smaller pal to do some of the work around here. And I also have this guy who is my very first alpha. He was from a dungeon and I captured him, and he's adorable and I love him. Also, I have the meme cat. So there's Cleopatra, and I have actually Cleopatra needs to go back in her pal thing, and I have another one, Sekhmet. So yes, I know the whole meme culture with that cat. Yes, she's feminine. Everyone loves her. Blah blah blah. She's a cat. She automatically joins my party regardless of her design. But she is genuinely adorable, and I love her. Like, let's see if she does anything. That's actually a he. The one I have right here is a she. But I also have this cat creature, which really, it's a stretch calling this creature a cat, but I love that design so much. So she's in the party too. But I have a bunch of pals. I also have a bunch of pals in the pal box, which is over here. And this is all the pals I've collected right now. We have this giant tortoise creature, which I actually hate. We have several flyers. I've only played for about 45 hours, and I already have several flyers. If this was Ark, I would be playing for a couple days before I actually got a bunch of flyers if I didn't mod the game extensively. We have the fork, because there's a quest associated with this pal, and they know what they did with this name. They know what they did with this name. And it's, I got this creature just so I could do that quest, which I actually haven't done. I just got it because its name is funny. I haven't even changed its name because I genuinely think that is a perfect name. But the quest tied to this little dude, or little guy actually. No, that's actually a female. But the quest tied to this thing is so hilarious. I suggest just getting it for that. We have this frog dude, Krojiro, which I actually do not like. We have Discount Eevee over here, which honestly is so adorable, and I like it. And we have Big Guy over here, which is my raid boss creature. He eats a crap ton of food, but he deals massive, massive, massive damage. Also, what I like about this game is that you actually get to interact with these pals. Like, something the other game in this genre doesn't let you do is just interact with your pals and make them likable and give them a personality. In fact, I don't mind venturing with these. I mean, look at this guy. Yes, this is a guy. But, I mean, look at that animation. It's just, she looks, well, it looks so at peace. I keep forgetting that's a dude. But, and just, also, this little guy accessing that chest is hilarious. He has no arms. But, yeah. I didn't think I would love Palworld, but I got it, and honestly, it's not that bad. It really isn't. The biggest thing I love about it is how it feels more like a video game than a survival game. It does have some survival caveats, but the only thing that really has irritated me is the hunger issue. If you don't like hunger in video games, you're probably going to have a little bit of issues early on with finding food. And no joke, you're probably going to struggle with keeping your pals well stocked with food. And you're going to have to come back to base quite often. So for example, she is hungry, but as you can see, berries don't really do that much to help. So I can give her all these berries, and she's just not going to be that happy. But, ooh, we got some of this. So we can make some more of these. Start production on that. And my water guy will start working on that when he's done with the other thing. But, yeah. So, what was I doing? Oh, right. I wanted to store some of these. Actually, I kind of want to keep the keys on me, but I also kind of don't. Is that a metal pickaxe? That's a stone pickaxe, but I already use it. There we go. We have some bread, which we could give to Cleopatra. Doesn't help her that much, but still. We have some of the Pal eggs, which we have not incubated yet. So, yeah, there's quite a bit to do in this game. Something that I did not expect was how much there is to do. And what I was talking about, how this game does a lot of interesting things that a lot of survival games don't do. And the reason I say this game does not feel like a survival game, well, it's because of this. So, you have fast travel throughout the entire world. When you unlock them, you can literally travel everywhere. Once you unlock a fast travel point, you can fast travel there instantaneously without having to mark it, without having to build a special, like, building to allow you to fast travel. No, nothing. You also have your base marked immediately upon creating one that you can fast travel to from any of those markers, meaning no arc bullshit where you have to place a pin on your base and then remember exactly where your base is located. If you need to go back to base while you're like out here, just go to this marker and fast travel to it. It's very convenient. Also, I love the armor system. You have you have 4 slots for any type of weapon. You have 1 armor slot, 1 head slot, 1 shield slot, and 1 glider slot. And then you have a sphere module for modifiers. And then you have 4 accessory slots, just like Dark Souls. Then you have food slots just sitting there. It's genius. But I love not having to worry about several sets of armor, several sets of gear, just constantly in your inventory to be swapped out. It's a absolutely fantastic system. Now, this is an indie game, but I cannot stress enough how this game does not feel that indie. Aside from the lack of certain sounds and the impact of combat, I genuinely think Palworld could have been a AAA game made in the early 2000s. Also, most survival games these days feel like MMOs, and this has a massive, massive world that you can play with quite a bit of people. There's online servers, and I've been in a few of them, and just watching people just run around the entire map from PC, from Xbox, and from PlayStation, it's absolutely fantastic. Although, just like a standard survival game, it does get a bit clustered. And honestly, I would rather play this with a group of friends than play this online. The pals make up for the lack of online, because genuinely there are a ton of pals. So if we go to the Palpedia, you can see all the pals. There's a couple hundred. And yeah, there's literally a couple hundred pals in this game, and it's absolutely insane. So speaking of pals, we can harvest that, but you know what? We're good on that. So I wanted to showcase. There's also dungeons that you can do that just randomly appear in the world, and the dungeons are not that long. A dungeon will take you anywhere between 20 to 25 minutes to complete, and they are absolutely phenomenal, and I love them to pieces so far. Also, the combat isn't that great overall. I'm going to be honest, it's not. That's a mimic. It's not the best combat I've played in a survival game, but it does do the job, and it does it really well. Now, POW combat is phenomenal. And this is coming from someone who is not a Pokemon player. I do not play Pokemon until, well, I play a little bit of Pokemon now, and I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it. I have some ooh, crit. There we go. Got a pal. I'm happy with that. Bastigore. A lot of the pals genuinely have very good designs. I haven't found a single pal that I didn't at least respect their design. Speaking of pal, Let us do peaceful. There's my Cleopatra, or Cleopatra. She's a little bit depressed right now because her sanity is really low because I put her to work, and this was way before I got a good food situation. So she's sad right now, and I'm sad because she's sad, but let's pet her. She is adorable. Yes, I know the meme culture with this character. Everyone is just posting her online, and honestly, I get it, but she's adorable. Don't ruin her, people. She's adorable. Let's pet her again. She's adorable. I love her. She's cute as a button. And then we have this creature. Technically not a cat. Technically not a cat, but she's feline enough that she gets a pass in my party. She's also a very, very bloodthirsty killer. So she will literally kill everything in sight. And then we have another cat, because I love cats. And this is a fire type, and I thought it was a ghost type, which I think it might be also ghost type, but I don't know. Let's pet her. Ah, look at that. She's the typical... Let's not get close to the raid boss. I don't want to deal with the level 38 raid boss. But you can also emote, so we can dance. That I don't consider that a dance. That's more like a spiraling headstand. We can sit in chair. There is no chair. We can beckon.
Yeah.
I don't like her stance when she beckons.
Yeah.
And we can kick. It's just funny. We can hand over. And we can do a surprised emote. I do miss the whole emote system where you could emote in Monster Hunter and your, like, Palico would emote with you. I kind of was hoping that would happen with this. Like, I would emote and they would copy my emotions, or emocons, but still. Xiao Long. Again, fantastic design. Like, there hasn't been a single POW I've encountered where I don't at least respect their design. That's a good design. Also, that thing flies, doesn't it? If it flies, I'm going to... That was easy. But, yeah. We also have this. Another cat. And again, very adorable. Although, I don't really like her face that much. Like... I don't know. No, don't attack my cat. Bad. Bad Blaze Howl. But, yeah. Again, great design. A little bit too busty on the chest, but still, it's a decent design. Again, I love the hair. I love the stance. I'm not too big on the face design, and I don't really like how she seems to have 4 ears. She has two ears that look like bunny ears, and then 2 ears on the side that look like backwards, like dog ears. Or cat ears, rather. But, I do like the tail. The tail looks pretty cool. But then we have our typical flyer. And, yeah. How flying works in this game is actually pretty damn cool. I like the fact that flyers move at a decent speed. They're not incredibly slow. I also like how if you run out of stamina while on a flyer, you don't just plummet off the flyer and fall to your death. So, I respect flyers in this game, and I love how easy they are to actually get. Controlling them, on the other hand, isn't as fluid as I would like it to be, but it's not terrible. But we did get another flyer, I think. I want to see if this is a flyer, because if it is, I'm going to be riding this thing for a while. Now, again, I know a lot of people are posting things online about Palworld. Yes, I will just flat out say it. Some of the creatures are a little bit suggestive, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I do, it kind of ruins some of the cuteness factor for me personally. If you find a pal and then you like the pal, and then suddenly all the pals are just being posted online just because they might be a little bit hot. And oh my god, you use a ton of stamina. Good lord, you use a ton of stamina. You have terrible stamina. I'm very sad. I'm very, very sad about I'm not even going super fast. It is faster than the other pals, but terrible stamina management. And this is what I was talking about. Like, they just fall to the ground. You don't flop off them, you don't do anything. Arc is terrible about that. If you run out of stamina in Arc, you're dead. You just fall to the ground, and I hate that. But also, if I want to get off, I can just get off and then plop down. I don't have to worry about too much fall damage until a certain degree. But yeah, I'm genuinely loving Palworld, and I didn't think I would. You also have standard like stat points which you can do. For example, I can level up stamina and weight and whatnot. You also can level up your pals individually, so you need these spears or spheres, souls, I think they're called, and you can go to the Statue of Power and you can level up your pals. For example, I leveled up Cleopatra because she's adorable and she shall become the strongest pal in existence, or at least in existence on my save file. But yeah, I'm trying to level my cat group up. My group of cat girls or boys. Some of these are actually boys. But yeah, I want to level this thing up now, but that stamina management, man, it's pretty bad. So, why I enjoy playing Pokemon is the fact that I just like creature designs, and I really do love, like, the core aspect of that series. But the core aspect of that series and a lot of spin-off series are the fact that you want to interact with the creatures in the universe. That's why a lot of people watch the anime on TV on Toonami, is because they feel they feel alive. They feel like genuine creatures that you would want to hang out with. However, in the video games, they're very static. They have no life to them half the time. And honestly, I've never really been a fan of how, if you get attached to a single creature in those games, you can't level that creature up to be strong enough to, well, survive multiple encounters. Most of the time, it has a rock, paper, scissors mechanic, where if a certain creature is weak to another creature, 9 times out of 10, that creature isn't going to be able to survive multiple encounters with other creatures. They're just going to get wiped out instantaneously, and then you have to constantly switch back and forth. In turn-based combat, that's not too bad, but in real-time combat, I would really, really like it if I could use one creature. I'm not going to say the P word too much, but if you could use one creature for an extended amount of time just because you like interacting with them. That's why I like ZA a little bit more than most other games so far that I've played, because they have character, or at least a little bit, and I get to interact with them. And I can use one creature for a longer amount of time, meaning I feel like I'm building up a creature from the weakest being imaginable to the strongest being imaginable. And that's what I really like about Palworld. I can capture any of my pals and slowly build them up to be able to actually survive multiple encounters with different pals. Yes, there is the same system from the other type of games where you have highly effective moves versus certain types of pals against other types of pals. So yes, there is that triangle system still in play, but it's more streamlined. It's more enjoyable in this game. But yeah, I've been playing Palworld quite a bit. And honestly, I'm going to continue playing this until I get exhausted of it or bored of it. This is one of the reasons I haven't been posting a lot of content on my YouTube channel, because I've been no-lifing this game. I didn't think I would like it, but I like it. I'm going to add this to the list of like PS5 games that make me glad I have a PS5. Like, this could definitely run on a PS4. I guarantee you it. And I think it is on PS4, to be honest. But yeah, Palworld is definitely one of the better survival games I've played of late. And I genuinely suggest, if anyone wants to actually get into survival games, this is a good starting off point. The only caveat is I think this is digital only, and I hope like hell this game does well enough for them to have at least a limited run print of physical discs with all the content on it, because I will order a physical disc of Palworld instantaneously, especially considering that discs won't be a thing in the near future for gaming. But I want to showcase some combat really quick, so let's hop over to a combat area and let's use our cat group of feline baddies to kick some ass. So BRB. Alright, so we are in a dangerous zone, and I wanted to showcase some of the combat. And immediately we are getting attacked by this level 12 Suzaku, and we're gonna take out Cleopatra and set her to defensive, and let's showcase what I'm talking about, because the combat in this game isn't bad. It is actually very satisfying, but it does have some things that I wish were more punchy sounding. So currently I'm using the 3-shot bow, and I'm going to throw that and capture that. And I am using poison arrows, which deal a lot of damage. So we're going to use our mace lady, which I still haven't named yet, and she does a lot of damage. She does a lot of damage. Also, there's guns in this game. I haven't found one yet, but I am actually kind of excited. Oh, they killed a pal. But I am kind of excited for guns and having my pals just have guns. Stop mining! And another system that I really love is the fact that you can find wild pals and just free them, and you immediately get a free pal. So that's also fun. But Splatterina, no, don't mine. No mining. Your sanity is already in need of, I don't know, sustenance. But yeah, now we gotta find more combat. Maybe we can find a dungeon. So let's go find a dungeon in this area and see what we can do about it. So I don't know if I can actually find a dungeon. Ooh, fire. Ooh, I like that creature. Like, there hasn't been a single... Ooh, something else. There hasn't been a single creature that I would say I hate. Ooh, story. So I don't see any dungeons to find, but I do see another camp. So let's do that. Also, let's see if I can do this. You can dismount and then mount again and instantly go down, and I love that. I love that a lot. No, don't do that. We have a dragon type, level 10 grenaders. That's going to be a problem. So let's deal with this dragon type. I want that. Yeah. Let's watch my girl in action. Oh, what the heck is that? That took all my shield away. But this is what I want from a game like this. I really enjoy being able to interact with my creatures and have them literally fight alongside me. And this is what I want from a game like this. To have meaningful interactions with my group of, like, creatures. And this is exactly what I want from a combat system like this. I just wish that the game sounded a little bit more punchy. Because I will admit... Alright, she took too much damage. I will admit, some of the creatures just don't sound like they deal a lot of damage, even if they do. Look at that. We managed to save our pal. And then we get a cat, which will be added to my party immediately because it's a cat. Mall cyst. Is that cyst or Christ? Ooh, we got a gem for... I think that's a health increase. But yeah, I do enjoy the combat. This is probably the best combat in a survival game I've ever played, including Conan Exiles. It doesn't feel that janky. It has some strategy to it. It just doesn't have punchy feeling sound effects, which honestly is kind of necessary if you want a combat system to be thoroughly engaging. But this is an indie game, and it's an indie game that is a spin-off of another style of game. But I think it does it... I didn't really want to say it, but I do think this game does a lot of things better than most survival games and most P games. But again, I haven't played enough P games to really give my take on that. So take that with a grain of salt. But I have played a ton of creature games. And a survival game typically will get boring after a while, especially if you're a solo player. And this kind of satisfies my solo player itch, because I play most games by myself, and hence the name The Solo Gamer. Oh, no, I don't want you to be combat, because you're the only one I brought. What level are you? Is that a plant type? It is a plant type. It's also a winged plant type. It's actually pretty strong. Is that a ground type too? Alright. Cleopatra, it's time. Ah, thank God. Cleopatra almost killed it. There we go. Yay, I have a small plant type. That is so good. I've been wanting to find a small plant type for a while now. Alright. So I wanted to showcase her little animations because it's adorable. So, I have my axe. Watch this. Now, there we go. Well, she's not going to mine, unfortunately. But, if I mine, there we go. She will start mining. And look at her, look at it. Look at the little axe swing. It's like she's so light that when she pulls it back, it pulls her back with it. It's like a little kid trying to help their father do outside work, and they're struggling, but they're still putting all their effort into it. And when she's carrying something, she literally will pick it up, and she'll, like, skip, like, just so adorable. And she'll toss it up in the air like a ball, and it's so adorable. Like, how can you, like, want devious things for this character? It's just so adorable. But, yeah. Every single pal in this game, I at least respect. I can't say that for a lot of games. But, design-wise... There we go. Let's make her happy again. Let's make her happy again. And now, look. Now, she is hungry. Look, see, now she's skipping. Don't you... No, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. No, no, no. Don't hurt her. It's my pal. I'm gonna poison... You're gonna die from poison. Go on. Yeah, that's right. Oh, she's still sad, though. But she's skipping again. So, she's probably... Yeah, she's hungry. So, I don't have anything to give her, unfortunately. Oh, you can also make clothing for your pals. So, if you want to dress them up, you can. And I love that. But... Yeah, I wanted to showcase combat. And I think I got my meteorite descent in progress. What does that even mean? Ow. Don't. Oh, you're level 13. Oh, that's what that means. Oh, shrapnel. A Xenovator. Ooh, what's that do? I didn't bring my raid boss guy with me, so Cleopatra's the one. Oh, can I actually capture those? I can. I can actually. You. Oof. I got you. I got you. Come on. Alright, I'm happy with that. Meteorite stuff. Very interesting. I missed. What? Oh, good lord, the tortoise is here. Oh, I hate the... Look at this. I hate this thing. I hate this thing so much. Alright, this design is terrible. Like, you can also do this. You can check... This is what he looks like inside a shell. But this is the only design in the game where I think it's kind of terrible. It looks like a Mario block. So, I'm going to mine this. And Cleopatra can help me with this. Look at that. She's going to help me mine. I don't know if this is going to be useful or not, but it probably is. And while she mines that, I'm actually going to enhance my stats. It's time to beef up that weight. See, I don't know what the meteorite fragments do. It could be interesting. It could not be. It doesn't weigh a lot either. And I caught one of these creatures that came out of it, so I'm happy with that. And this guy's dead. I'm even happier with that. But we're going to mine this up, and then... Oh, look! There's a dungeon. Alright. We're actually going to do a dungeon real quick, because I wanted to showcase these. Although this is probably a high-level dungeon, because I'm in an area I haven't been here. Although it is next to a fast travel point, which I probably should get that before, like, doing it. But it's fine. It's fine. So these are dungeons. And unlike Ark dungeons, where Ark dungeons literally take hours to do... This does not. And dungeons offer also that little creature looks like a Psyduck. But yeah, these are dungeons and they're very unique in the sense of what's this? Yep, they offer very unique rewards that you can't get or you can very rarely get in the open world. And there's a ton of variety to them. And at the end of it, you have a boss monster. And the boss monster can be a souped-up version of any pal you've encountered previously. It's basically an alpha system, except I think also that is clearly inspired by another creature. But, like... It's very interesting. It's very interesting how these dungeons operate. And they're very straightforward. You go to the center of the dungeon, which is a giant tree, and then you fight said creature at the end of said dungeon. And strewn across the dungeon are rare materials that you can grab at any point. So there is a reason to... I don't have any food. Oh, actually I do. Yeah, cotton candy isn't exactly the healthiest. I mean, it's pure sugar. But there is the tree. And let us... Ooh, it's a plant type. It's a level 18 shroomer. So let's see if we can deal with level 18 shroomer with our good old Cleopatra. So, aggressive. Oh. Oh, alright. We're going to call her back. We're going to poison it for a little bit. Ow! Ooh. Took my shield down. Alright. Let's have her come out. While he's shooting me. Alright. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, there's genuinely some strategy to be involved when doing these bosses. Oop. Just, it's pretty much exactly like ZA's system a little bit, but I feel like this is more fleshed out and genuinely has more strategy put into it. But, like I said, the only caveat is the fact that I think the sound effects need to feel more punchy. But maybe the gun sound effects will sound better. I'm gonna try my bat. Alright. You are very tanky, and... Okay. Bat did not work. Bat was a bad idea. What about spear? Spear's doing nothing. Spear sucks. Bow it is. Oh, see, I'm poisoned now. Also, I love the fact that there isn't a crosshair. Or at least, in my game, there isn't. So, I can tank all that. Oh, Cleopatra took a lot of damage there. Yeah, I'm gonna hover over my mace wielder, just in case. Oh, we got him. We got him. And now, also you can catch those guys. So if you want alpha versions of Pal Team is starving. Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. Who is starving? Oh my god, she's almost dead. So Pal Team back at base is starving, and I'm sad now. My Pal Team is starving. So we gotta go back to base and help our pals before they die a terrible death. So now we get some loot. I still have not found a merchant or anything to kind of vital remedy. What's that? Oh no. There we go. I think this is a... Nope, well, there we go. But, yeah, that's a dungeon. Very straightforward. There's probably going to be better dungeons later in the game, I have no doubt. But I don't mind running through these types of dungeons because they don't take that long. And they are genuinely relatively fun. So, and we get levels for that. So, it's kind of worthwhile. And also, another thing that a lot of survival games have is monotony. Like, where certain things feel monotonous, certain things just do not feel fun. And Ark was like that for me. Because in Ark has a similar system of collecting creatures and leveling them up and making them stronger and whatnot. But with Ark, the act of actually catching said creature takes longer than any, like, creature capturing game should be. Like, it's no joke the amount of time it takes to capture an Ark creature on official servers, or even a single player game that isn't heavily modded, is a little bit obscene. First you have to Gigaspear. Ooh, I want that Gigaspear. I have clips, I have bullets, carrot seeds, hardwood. I'm being shot. Just ignore that. I forget I have to confirm too. Alright. Cleopatra, do your thing. It's one level above you. It's also a fire type. So, you know what? There. We're gonna run away. I came here for the fast travel point. Am I on passive? That's why I'm on. There we go. Unlock fast travel. We could try capturing it. 36 rate though. Well, oh my god, I want it. That's a Final Fantasy creature if I ever saw one. I want it. I want it. Oh, hold on a minute. You're not the best right now. Ow. Oh dear. Hopefully that captures it. Alright, I'm happy. Let's skedaddle. Ugh, you are... What are you? Dumunglid? You are ugly. You are an ugly golden fish. So now, we can pause, and we can go back to base. Even when you're attacked... Oh. Oh, shit. I actually need to be back at... And I don't want Cleopatra to die. I need to actually go back to the statue. But... Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yep.
I need to go back to base. Ooh, you're almost dead. There we go. It was worth it. See, now we can fast travel back here, and we can... Oh, no, not there. There we go. And we're back. And everyone here is still working their tails off. And they still have berries, but I guess they're not satisfied with berries anymore. That's the only thing I have struggled with. Finding proper food for my pals is something that a lot of other survival games do a little bit better. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you cutting down my... Alright. 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 Big guy has to go. I don't know why he's mining, like, base upgrades. But let's exchange him with that plant type. There we go. There, much better. Wait, what? She can harvest too? That's amazing. And does she plant? No, she harvests. She does not seem to plant. I need to drop something. Oh, she can plant. Or it can plant. There we go. Alright, we found our replacement for the big guy. I prefer that creature than the big guy, anyway. But yeah. Oh, poor Cleopatra. She did her best. I think I'll keep her on the team. But we're going to bring our big boy back. Because he's the powerhouse. He's the big tank of the group. And I'm sorry, but Mecha Dude has to be part of my group now. Like, he forever has to be part of my group. I'm sorry, he immediately wants to do defense. I love this animation so much. It's so stupid, and I absolutely love it. It is so ridiculously stupid. We need to build another PAL bed, which we're going to build now. And we can also sleep on PAL beds, which is absolutely hilarious. Get up. So now we have another bed for another PAL. And unfortunately, we do have to build... Let's see if we can upgrade anything. Tombstone, cooking pot. That's probably primitive sword, heater, cooler, cold resistant pelt armor. That actually kind of looks... Mega glider. You know what? I'll take that. Mega shield. Wheat plantation. We can make bread. We can probably do average feed bag. Sphere workbench. We can make that actually. Metal chest. Meat cleaver. That's going to be important right there. So, yeah. We just unlocked a bunch of other stuff that we need to probably... Meat is probably going to be very important. Because they can't continue to eat berries for the rest of time. I don't think they like to eat berries for the rest of time. But, yeah. Another thing that I like is the fact that everything isn't done by you or other players. The biggest thing I had against Ark was, as a solo player, you had to do everything yourself. Yes, your animals could help you, but you had to control your animals. There wasn't anything automated. I don't have to stay in my base 24/7 to have things constantly be progressing. I can literally leave the base, go explore, go do things that I personally want to do, and then come back to base and have those things already done. Also, this is an upgrade system, so you can do capture power, and you can enhance. So, for example, you can enhance PALs, meaning I can enhance Cleopatra, and I can enhance my entire team. I love that. I really do love that. And then you have these right here. So if I want more small PAL soul, I can craft that, start production, and it will be automatically crafted. I love it. And everyone helps gather. Like, they're gathering their own food and, you know, working, doing diligent. And yes, they are hungry. Everyone is starving because they're only eating berries. You try surviving off of berries, it's tough. But everyone is still in good condition. And yeah, not bad at all. I love the automation. It makes me want to go out and build a base. Because in a lot of survival games, you're almost never at base doing cool base things unless you have a clan to help you out. Well, here's the thing. These are my clan members. These are the creatures that help me build a base. And they do stuff when I don't want to do stuff. This system also makes me want to play this game on an official server, because if I get PALs, if I get everything, if I bother protecting it, because If you play online, you're going to get griefed. You're going to get destroyed eventually. But if it makes me want to build defenses, it makes me want to care for these creatures that I am supposed to be caring for, because they in my efforts to care for them, they care for me back. It's a symbiotic relationship. And for a survival game, this is extremely important. But we need wooden boards for a cooking pot. And we need 2 wheat seeds for a workload 10. So very interesting. Very interesting indeed. But I hope that this video helps someone interested in Palworld. There's a lot that I did not cover, and there's a lot that I probably will not cover. But I plan on streaming this game every so often on Twitch for a couple hours every time I get off work. So if you see me streaming on Twitch at SoloGamer42, then drop on by, say hey. Just note, if you are rude or anything like that, I will not interact with you at all. But you know what? If I do end up streaming on Twitch, that's fine. This does feel like a stream-worthy game rather than a playthrough-worthy game. But I wouldn't mind posting some more videos on this game as time goes on. Like, maybe I do an epic dungeon, or maybe I do some exploring or something like that. But, yeah. Palworld is interesting. As a survival game, it's probably one of the better ones, especially if you're not into survival games and you just want a more relaxed adventure. As a creature capture game, it's honestly one of the best, especially if you like interacting with your pals and having your creatures actually feel alive. And as a like open world video gaming game, it's also very fun. This is the first survival game I've played in a long time that feels like a survival game and also feels like a video game. I don't get stressed when playing this game. I don't hate like playing it for long extended amounts of time. And I'm already at 45 hours of game time for this game, and I still want to play more. And that is a really good thing for a video game. But yeah, I thank you all for watching, and you will see me in the next like video I do on the channel, which might be further down the line. But yeah, Palworld is dope, and it's awesome. Take care, everybody.